What's up? This is YourTotalWarMaster, a bit of a different video, more like a rant, or yeah, I guess. I'm going to play some medieval in the background. We're going to be defending against some Lithuanians, but basically this time I'll be talking about the social justice warriors and feminism and all this shit, which is kind of popular to talk about right now. But I have some things I want to say. So basically, I want to start off with saying that I am totally like cool with whatever people are. Like, if you are homosexual, I don't fucking care. If you are black, I don't care. If you're Asian, I don't care. If you're Muslim, I don't care. If you're Jewish, I don't care. If you're Caucasian, I don't care. There's really nothing that like makes me say, oh, I'm not going to like talk to this person or hang out with him or her just because, I don't know, he's different from me, because I find that stupid, and I'm a bit more left-wing orientated person. So yeah, I will be talking from a standpoint that is supposed to be like really into this feminism stuff and social justice and like all equality. I mean, I am for all equality, don't get me wrong. I think everyone should be treated equal. Doesn't matter what you are, who you are. I just judge people on how they act to me. If they're nice to me, you know, I'm going to be nice to them. If they're mean to me, I'm going to fucking be mean to them. I don't fucking care. I don't care what you are. I just treat people how they treat me, I guess. That's what I think. Yeah, anyways. So, I'm going to tell you how I actually came up with this idea of doing something like this. So basically, yesterday I was like watching Bad Neighbors with Seth Rogen and was that Zac Efron, and yeah, it was a pretty good movie. The first one, especially, I like both of them. But when I was watching the second one, it was just one minor thing that maybe a bit, you know, was interesting to me. It was a bit forced. Now, of course, you know, the first one is about the guys, you know, they have parties next to them and stuff like that. And the second one is about, you know, girls having the same thing, which is perfectly fine, you know, doing from the second point of view. But the thing that actually a bit was like odd to me is like the friend of the best friend of Zac Efron's character has actually become gay in that, which is, you know, totally fine. Nothing wrong with that, except for it just seems forced, you know. The movie was like about a bit forced in doing that just to please some people, and you know, and I don't like that. As I said, I'm totally all in for people with same sex, who like the same sex, I guess. Nothing against it, totally nothing fucking against it. But I just don't like it when it's forced. So this kind of, you know, put me a bit to thinking, and I also found out then like, okay, well, what the fuck? That's glitched. Also, the new Ghostbusters remake, or whatever it is, it also seems forced. I have nothing against women in movies, nothing against homosexual in movies, nothing against anything in movies, as long as it doesn't feel forced. And the new, what was it called, Ghostbusters, the remake, it just seemed forced to have women in it, because it's like, oh, okay, because we are in a time where, you know, we have to really make everyone equal, I guess, which I totally agree with. Everyone should be equal, and totally for it. Let's now make a movie, remake it, but let's make it like this, that the women are the main stars. And it just feels a bit forced. Make a movie that's, you know, a new idea of a movie which has women in it as the main character. Nothing against that. I'm totally cool with that, you know, because I'm, you know, all in for that. Make them gay. Well, I'm making mistakes over here. Make them gay, make them, I don't know, transgender. I don't fucking care. You know, people are awesome, and it doesn't matter what they feel, who they are, as long as they're a good person, that's fine with me. So I just hate it when things are forced, I would say, you know. So yeah, that's basically one thing. So, and also that after that brought me to like thinking that feminism and social justice warriors, or whatever they're called, are just forcing everything, and like, I don't know how could I say, are just offended the whole time about everything and focusing on the wrong person. I just think it's like that, I guess. You know, because everyone like gets offended instantly, you know, and it's always, they're just seeking, I guess, how could I say, for someone who's going to say something that is going to look bad in the public. You know, they're gonna be racist, and they're gonna be, I don't know what. I'm a person that thinks that's fucking ridiculous and stupid. Okay, this is fight. I may actually maybe overpowered myself a bit in this fight. Yeah, quite possibly. I'll just leave these guys out of it for now. So yeah, as I said, I have nothing against different people. I just hate it when it's forced, and it's like every small thing you do, it's like, oh, you hate them, you know, and that fucking sucks. The feminists are just focusing on the wrong stuff all the time, and are like, I don't know, making everything exaggerated and stuff, you know. I feel like that. And also like the, you know, I think that racist jokes and anti-Semitic jokes are just like, like, as I said, I actually do make racist jokes from time to time, but I have no intention to offend anyone with it. No attention whatsoever. If they're like, you know, we guys hang out, you know, make some jokes, I don't own, you know, then sometimes to tell a joke that's a bit offensive, because jokes are like that. Jokes are offensive from time to time, but they're not offensive from my point of view to really like someone in particular, or like a race in general. Even if it's a racist joke against one race, I don't find that racist, because I don't know, like, if I'm going to, like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'm actually going to say one racist joke against, let's say, black people, one racist joke, one anti-Semitic joke, and one joke about white people, because I want to show you that, you know, it's fucking humor, and I don't think, why shouldn't you do that, you know, because it's a fucking joke. So everyone should stop just getting offended by it. And okay, let's say, I don't know, okay, what's the difference between a trampoline and a black person? You gotta take off your shoes before you jump on a trampoline. Okay, racist joke. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. It was not meant to offend anyone. It was just a joke. It doesn't mean to offend anyone. It really doesn't. And also, when I was watching the second Neighbors, so Bad Neighbors 2, there was an anti-Semitic joke, which actually, you know, was fucking funny as shit. That joke was really funny. I'm not really concentrating about too much of the battle, so whatever. We're gonna win anyways. So there was like, this one was really funny. So Seth and his wife are like talking about someone. They had these visitors. They want to buy their house, and they, anyways, the situation is that they make up a Jewish couple that isn't actually, but they're like dressed like them, you know, and stuff like that, and like they're pregnant. And Seth says, yeah, that's another Jew in the oven, which was like referring to, you know, a new baby is coming, because, you know, the woman's pregnant. But of course everyone, you know, Jew, and, you know, that sounds completely anti-Semitic. And it's a funny joke, even though the history was absolutely awful. You know, what happened to them in World War II was unacceptable, awful, should not have happened. It's just awful, you know, one of the worst things that humanity ever did. But, you know, this was a fucking funny joke, and I'm pretty sure about it that a lot of people were fucking butthurt because of it. And I think that's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it happened. Stupid shit happened there, and it's really annoying that happened. Really sad. But the joke is fucking funny, so why just, you know... Okay, I'm gonna say a white joke now. Okay, I just went and okay, let's say a white your mama joke. Your mama's so white, she uses cocaine for makeup. I don't know, that I guess. Or I don't know. What do you call a bunch of white guys sitting on a bench? The NBA, for example. You know, I'm not. You know, it's just I can tell jokes about everyone, you know. And if I say something that's a bit racist, but I don't feel myself I'm a racist, as I said, I don't fucking care what color you are, what sex you are, what sexual orientation you are. I just judge people but by how they act, what they do, how they, you know, if they're good people or no. I don't fucking care about anything else. But still, you know, some people might be called, oh, you're fucking racist because you make a racist joke from time to time, or you hate Jewish people because, you know, you just said a slur against them or joke against them. But no, man, I just don't care. I like them. I fucking like them. I like Jews. I like black people. I like Asians. I like Caucasians. I like Indians. I like Africans. I like fucking, I don't know, everyone. I don't care what you are. As long as you're a good person, you're a good person to me. I don't fucking care what you are. So I think just everyone shouldn't get butthurt for every fucking thing. You know? Because it's just getting out of control, and these feminists are just making everything worse. I mean, the main point, that, you know, the pure point of feminism is something I 100% agree with. Gender equality. I fucking agree with it. I want it. I think women should be respected in the same way, paid the same way, if they're doing the same job, of course. Hired the same way. And also that, I don't know, 70 cents to $1, whatever thing. I think that's actually false, not false information, but it's just because, like, what jobs and how much of the hours on a job and stuff like that isn't included in the calculations, so it's just a bit biased. I'm not sure about that. I won't say 100%, but you know, that might be it. They're just, and again, they're just fucking butthurt, you know. Or like, I saw that video, like, we need more women in comedy, and someone actually explained why men are better in comedy, because it's genetically made that we are better in comedy. And you know, even if we're not, I don't care. I'm not someone who's gonna say, okay, we're better in comedy. Who will care what you are if you make funny jokes? I'm 100% that 99% of people won't care if someone's on the stage and he's telling fucking amazing jokes. They won't care who he is. They won't care if he's a man. They won't care if she's a woman, transgender, black, white, Asian, fucking whatever. You know, I wouldn't care. If you're making good jokes, fuck yeah. If you're making bad jokes, fuck off. You know, I mean, not fuck off, but I'm just not gonna laugh or anything like that, you know. So yeah, basically, I'm not sure exactly what the point of this video, but it's just, I think lately there's been just such a overcompensation on this feminism and social justice things. it just all seems a bit forced now. You know, I think they're doing it in the wrong way. Because as I said, I'm totally for equality. But as I said, in the movies, sometimes it feels forced, like the new Ghostbusters. For me, it seems forced that they're women. I would have no problem if they would make a great movie or an original idea with women. And it doesn't mean that they have to be overly sexualized, like, I don't know, wearing latex and shit. Just make a good fucking movie with women in it. I don't care. I'll watch the movie. If it's good, it's good. You know? Don't fucking care. If it's bad, no, a movie that has only men in it can be much worse than a movie that has only women in it. And vice versa. But if someone would say, if there were two movies, one with only men and one with only women, and if people would say, okay, this movie with only men really sucks, and this movie with only women is fucking awesome, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. But then if someone would say, this movie with only men is fucking awesome, and this movie with only women sucks, oh shit, that would be just a whole new fucking meltdown, you know? And it's overcompensating. You know, we're taking this to a wrong direction, I think. Because I'm totally in, as I said, fucking million times, I think that we should all be equal. You know? I think it's the right thing, and I don't judge anyone by his color, by his race, by his religion, by his anything. If you're, I don't know, let's say what's a really... I'll try to make up someone who's like really a minority, I guess. Let's say you're I don't know, a black ginger Asian with, I don't know, who's a transgender, and I don't know, I guess that, you know, if you're that and if you're a good person, I have no fucking problems with it, you know. It's totally fine with me. I'm gonna hang out with you, and we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. And you can be a male Caucasian, looking like a fucking Zac Efron. I don't know, you know, being like someone who really is like an icon. And if you're a shit person, not saying Zac Efron is a shit person by any means, don't know what kind of a person he is. You know, if you're that, and you're a shit person, then fuck off, you know. And these guys just don't want to come out, so let's get our troops out. You know, I think that's how I feel. Doesn't matter what you are, who you are, I just judge people on the way they act, the way they think about the world, and like, if they're a good person or no. And everyone should just not get butthurt for every small fucking thing, you know. Because now if you make a movie with only men in it, it's fucking discriminative to women. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, why? It's fucking ridiculous. And also, you know, but if you make a movie all about women, you'll be, oh, you're so, yeah, that's gender equality. Bravo. You know, fuck that. You know? Just make movies that are both male, both female, you know, whatever. There will be some movies that where both genders are equally represented in a movie, and there are movies that are going to be non-equally represented in a movie. Make all of them. All three. Where males have the main role, females have the main roles, and there's, I don't know, some male and female in the same role. I don't care about that. As I said a million times, I'm all for equality of everyone. You know? I just hate it when people are butthurt for every fucking thing and just seek a way to make you look racist, to make you look hate women, to make you look hate other religions, you know. Personally, I'm a white male, I'm an atheist, I don't care about religion. I have no problem someone being totally religious until he forces me into anything, you know, wants to force me, you know. I don't care. You know, if I had a African American girlfriend that is a Muslim, and I don't know, I wouldn't care, you know, as long as she doesn't force me that I must be a Muslim as well. I don't fucking care what you are. Believe what you fuck you ever want, you know. I feel like that, so, and I think that how people should feel. I think yes, racism is a real thing. Discriminating women is a real thing. Discriminating transgender or homosexual people is a real thing, and we should talk about it, but not in a way we're doing right now, because it's just fucking cringy, and we're not going to come anywhere with it. Believe me, it's not the right way. There are so many better ways of doing it, and I think we just should do it, I guess. You know, just don't be so butthurt about everything, and everything will be much fucking better. And yes, I do believe that we need to be wary about all these things I just mentioned, you know, all the discrimination and stuff. But just not force it down the throats with bringing them into everything, you know. I think a good example is going to be this, like, about if someone says he's a woman, I believe that, okay, believe you're a woman, you know, you can snip if you want to, don't care. And then the problem is, like, I don't know, a common problem is, like, people then talk about, okay, what about toilets, you know, where or what toilet you're supposed to go. Also, like, what sports can you play in that case? And I think that if we're doing this, then we should have a separate category, or, you know, like with the bathrooms or toilets or whatever. What I think should be done is one of three possibilities. Keep the male and female and add one transgender, or keep male and female and add two, so one for a man who's a woman and the other one who's a woman who's with a woman who's a man, if you know what I mean. And the third situation is that we just, you know, have one fucking big toilet, you know, zero fucks given who goes in, I guess. I think that's how it should work, you know. Because, but also, don't fucking expect, if like there's a toilet station, there's gonna be let's say 4 toilet spaces for a man, 4 toilet spaces for a woman, then don't expect 4 toilet spaces for transgender, because statistically there is less of you. So I believe in that case, let's give them only one, because, you know, they're not going to come so many people to use it, because I'm pretty sure that there would be people that would actually say that's discriminative. I can't speak that word, because, like, you know, okay, there are 4 male bathrooms in this station, 4 female bathrooms, and why is there only one transgender bathroom over here? Because fucking statistics, you know. If you're gonna, I don't know, crash on some island that nobody knows about, and there'll be 10 people, let's say 5 male, 4 female, and let's say 4 male, 4 female, and 2 transgender people, and you're gonna find 10 bananas. Are you, like, gonna, you know, divide them by 3, like let's say 3 1/3, and then give males the 3 1/3, females 3 1/3, and transgenders 3 1/3? No, you're not gonna do that. You're just gonna give everyone 1 banana, which then accumulates to 2 for transgender, 4 for male, 4 for female. You know, it's fucking statistics. You know, I hope you know what I mean with that. Because, you know, if they're, I mean, percentage-wise, I don't know. I don't know how many people are transgender, but I'm pretty sure it's not above 10%. I'm pretty sure about that. So, you know, we don't need the same amount of bathrooms for people who are not transgender and for people who are transgender, because statistically there are just less people who are, you know, stuff like that. I just feel that's how it should be dealt with. And as I said, people will be like, oh, you're discriminating them, you're giving them less bathrooms because there's less of them, you know, whatever, I guess. Or you can just make the same bathroom for fucking everyone. That is also an option, but probably I think it's better if we put separately. And also for the sports, there's certainly going to be some people who can say, okay, what in which, you know, categories can now these people compete in? Can they, well, are they gonna go into a male or a female sports team or competition? And if we're doing that, we gotta make a new, I guess, section, you know, transgender section. Probably 2 sections, because you can't compare male females and female males, if you know what I mean. You know, because of their physicalities, you know. A man is stronger than a woman on average. That is just something that is, and don't fucking say it's not true, because it is. It's not saying that women are any worse because of it. It's just how genetics work, how, you know, there's certainly some women who are stronger than some men, but on average, men are stronger than women. That's just how it fucking is, you know. You cannot, you know, and it's at a lot of other animals is the same, you know. A dog, a male dog is gonna be better. Okay, that's wrong what I said. I said better, bigger was what I was trying to say, and probably stronger than a female dog. It's just, it is how it is. Genetics work like this, you know, biology works like this. And it doesn't mean that a male dog is better. It just means he has some strengths that, and then of course there are some strengths and a female dog probably has and a male dog can't have, you know. So it's a fucking awful topic, because I just know some people are going to be like, eh, but what about this and what about that, you know. Fuck that. As I said, all for gender equality. I believe in it, but just stop forcing things down our throats that are not gonna help with anything. They're not really relevant, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I wanted to say, I guess. It just doesn't work like this. Gotta bring out these troops over there. So now, as I said, gender equality, fuck yeah, I mean, equality for everyone, I'm totally into it. Just don't, like, force people with it, you know, because it's not gonna help anyone. We should just love each other, respect each other, you know, and I think that's gonna be great if we can do that. Trying to finish this battle now. Who's still fighting? These guys. So I'm just gonna finish this battle. I think that, okay, I'm gonna end the video soon now. That's my personal belief, which I think is a smart one, to be honest, because at least for me, it makes a lot of fucking sense, you know. As I said, all should be equal. Totally into that. Just do it the right fucking way, and don't get butthurt for every single thing, and don't just seek that you can call someone a racist. Don't seek that you can call someone discriminative, you know, because that's just not gonna work, you know. I think the best way is just to keep talking about it, not in a forced way, because I think right now there's just too much like lecturing and stuff like that, you know, and like they call some famous people and they're saying racism is fucking bad, and you know, all should fucking be happy with each other, you know, all men are equal, all women are equal, all people are equal. I'm totally into that. but the way it's done, for me, is just fucking ridiculous. And the social justice warriors are just people who seek conflict, I think. They're just trying to find someone who's going to say something that's a bit racist, maybe tell a racist joke that is totally not offending anyone in that case. You know, if I knew a African American person or a black person or whatever, and they were like, I don't know, we're friends hanging out and we're telling jokes, you know, we're telling some normal jokes, and then I would say maybe a racist joke about a black person. The joke would not be intended to offend him. It would be intended to just joke around, and I would perfectly fine if he was going to say a white joke to me, or an atheist joke to me, or a gamer joke to me, or, you know, fucking whatever, I don't care. I'm just saying, as I said, everyone is so fucking offended so fast, and they're just seeking to, how could I say this? Seeking, I don't know, their feeling of, oh, I found someone who's fucking racist. You know, and that's just fucking ridiculous. Anyways, enough of me rambling about this. I hope you know what I mean. I'm totally for equality of everyone. I just find it's a bit forced and dealt with the wrong way, and these, you know, ultra feminists are ridiculous. You know, ultra social justice warriors are ridiculous, and I think it's funny because they're making more harm to it than good, because they're making a fool of themselves, and that's just making it worse. So yeah, love everyone, don't fucking hate anyone because he's different for you, and I don't know, fuck off.